Hello fellow anglers and friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're casting our nets into the future to bring you a detailed forecast for Saturday, November 30th, 2025. Now why is this specific late autumn day so interesting, you ask? Well, my friends, it's shaping up to be a classic late November day in the United Kingdom, cold, crisp, with a hint of winter's first breath. But don't let that deter you. This day, despite its chill, holds the potential for some truly rewarding catches, especially if you know where to look and what to present. We're talking about focused fishing, precise tactics, and the kind of patience that often leads to the biggest rewards. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll be geared up and ready to tackle the challenges and seize the opportunities this unique winter's eve offers. Let's dive right into our main event: what's biting and how to catch them. We'll focus on three of our most beloved winter warriors, Pike, Perch, and Roach. First, the mighty Pike. My friends, late November is still absolutely prime time for these freshwater apex predators, as they are actively looking to pack on weight before the true deep winter sets in. Where to find them? With inland water temperatures hovering around 6 to 10 degrees Celsius, pike will be concentrated in deeper sections of larger lakes, especially around those sharp drop-offs where shallower water quickly gives way to deeper troughs. Look for submerged structures like old sunken trees, dense reed beds, or even bridge pillars. These are classic ambush points where bait fish will congregate for warmth and shelter. What to use? For tackle, a medium to heavy spinning rod is your best bet. Try larger lures such as jerkbaits or soft plastic shads, worked slowly and methodically. My little trick here, and it's a game changer in colder water, is to use a dead bait, like a small roach or mackerel, ledgered near those deep drop-offs. A slow presentation, almost agonizingly slow, is absolutely key in this colder water. Remember, they're conserving energy, so make it an easy meal. Next, let's turn our attention to the feisty perch. These striped warriors are usually quite active in November, and they absolutely love chasing lures, even in the cold. With water temperatures trending downwards, perch will be on the hunt for easy meals before the deep cold truly sets in. Look for them congregated near structures like bridge supports, undercut banks, or the edges of weed beds. They often shoal up, so once you find one, you've likely found a whole group. On what to catch them? A light spinning rod with small jigs, soft plastics, or even a classic spoon will work wonders. My secret weapon for perch in these conditions? Live bait like maggots or small worms presented on a simple float setup or a light ledger rig. Fish it slowly, just a few inches off the bottom, giving those lures and baits plenty of pauses. Finally, for our general course fishing fans, let's talk about the ever-reliable roach. With the cooling water and stable cold conditions, roach will be shoaling tightly and seeking deeper, slightly warmer water. They will still be actively feeding if you can entice them. My advice here is to scale down your tackle. Think light float setups or a small feeder rig with a fine ground bait. Natural baits like maggots, casters, or a small piece of bread punch will be very effective. Look for them in the deeper, slower sections of rivers, on the inside of bends, or in still waters, in the deepest, often silty areas of the lake. Precision casting and regular light feeding are crucial to build up a swim without overfeeding them in the cold water. Now for the nitty-gritty, the theoretical basis of our forecast. Let's break down the conditions for Saturday, November 30th, 2025. The weather. We're looking at a generally cold day across the United Kingdom. Air temperatures will range from a frosty -3 degrees Celsius to a chilly 1 degree Celsius during the day. It will feel quite raw with a real bite in the air, around 0 degrees Celsius. Expect light snow during the day and a mix of rain and snow at night. The wind will be coming from the southwest with a maximum strength of around 3 on the Beaufort scale, which means a light to gentle breeze, but it might feel blustery in some areas. Atmospheric pressure, while relatively stable for a Sunday, follows a period of unsettled weather. This means the fish might have been active in bursts recently, but are now settling into more predictable patterns in the cold. Water temperature. Inland waters across the UK will be cold, likely hovering around 6 to 10 degrees Celsius. Coastal sea temperatures might be slightly warmer, averaging around 10 to 13 degrees Celsius. This cooling trend is absolutely crucial, my friends. As cold-blooded creatures, fish metabolism slows significantly with falling temperatures, prompting them to seek out slightly warmer, deeper areas where the temperature is more stable. This is your cue. Find the deeper water, find the fish. The moon phase. On November 30th, 2025, we will be under a waxing gibbous moon. It will be around 10 days old, with about 73 to 76% of its surface illuminated. Now, you know the old anglers' tales. Many believe the waxing gibbous can be a period of increasing fish activity, especially as it builds towards the full moon, which is just 4 days away. This increasing lunar illumination might just provide a trigger for some increased feeding activity, particularly in our predators. Overall fish activity. The fish are definitely transitioning into their winter behavior. The aggressive feeding sprees of early autumn are becoming less frequent. They are conserving energy. The cold will concentrate both prey fish and predators into specific areas, so once you find them, you can have a fantastic day's sport. Overall, I'd rate the bite for Saturday, November 30th, as capricious to medium D. It's a day for the dedicated angler with potential for good predator action in short, intense windows and slow but possible catches for coarse fish. The cold, mixed precipitation and settling pressure mean fish will be active in bursts but potentially finicky. Patience, careful bait presentation, and adapting to the specific conditions of your chosen venue will be your greatest assets. Look for those brief windows of increased activity, especially during lulls in the precipitation or slight pressure changes. So there you have it, my fellow anglers. Wrap up warm, pack a flask of something hot, be strategic, and you could have some incredible fishing. I wish you nothing but the best of luck out there. Tight lines, and of course, absolutely no tails or scales. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below. What are your go-to tactics for late autumn fishing in the cold? What have you been catching lately? I love reading your stories.